100% Daniel. Someday you're off. Someday you're messing with someone about me. Bet you might have. Well, it's the first time ever that we've had all of the game right after we had all the play. So I haven't had more today. That's nice. Except down all the practice here right next to you. Cubby?
I can't take credit for the music.
Music was
But the flawless clock operator. I can take credit for the song.
It's like, this guy's running a show. So I'm thinking it picked up everything. Like 50 feet. So I'll pick up all this. What, no other voice? They were battling in it. They learned a lot from a 3-2 loss. Then you do a 5-0 or a 10-0. We got Wayzata against Minnetonka Peewee AA here at Pick. 15 minutes on the clock, face-off drop. Minnetonka's going to win that face-off, and they'll chip it down their own zone, working behind, looking for a breakout pass. Able to hold the zone. Kellen loses an edge as he caught the ice just under there. He got a nice chip off of it. Shot, and up into the netting. Offensive zone drop. Wayzata will win, lose face off, and Minnetonka will come out of the zone. They'll beat the corner of the edge, and that shoots that puck up wide. Louis Romano in net tonight, Allstead behind, works behind his own net. Ryan then reverses, comes up, looks for a quick breakout, finds Foster. Foster now with Kellen with it, tries to slip one of the D. That puck will come out of the zone, and Minnetonka will go to the neutral zone, looking for a break as Wayzata's getting a change. Catched him. Louis able to poke check that away, and Henrik will chip that along the boards and out. Tonka cuts through the hard shot out front that goes off of the glass behind Allstead there again. Chips it up the boards to Henrik. Henrik pressured, set over to drop pass. Just wasn't quite out. Couldn't get quite at the wood on it, but it's the right play to make that drop pass and work the boys together. Splits the D, shoots hard, goes back corner, and they score. Minnetonka. Foltz with it now. He'll chip it up into the zone, and they'll give chase. Working along the boards, and Tonka able to come out of the zone with some speed, dumps it down, and gets behind our D for just a second. Good back check by the boys. And now again, Maple Grove getting away with one there, and now Dare with it, coming out of the zone. Head up, looking up the ice. Cuts to the middle, takes a shot. Foltz with it behind his own net, walled off by Minnetonka. Now the boys battling down the corner. Tonka able to come away with that as that puck just gets chippy. Now Tonka coming through the neutral zone with some speed. That is a big dude. But good play there by Tyler Brown, who gets tripped and upended, but no call. Louis slamming the door on number 90, Sklatter. Puck gets dumped down deep. Tonka able to come to the neutral zone. Tonka now takes it wide. Works with Alstead. Alstead pushes him out wide, now intercepts that pass. Alstead working behind his own net, tries to pinch that away. Pass tries to come out front. Now Gaffney coming with it. Now Foster's going to go, tries to split the D. Loses an edge and goes down. Now Gaffney applying some pressure. A spin move there by Minnetonka to break out of the neutral zone. Now they'll come in, full head of steam, number 15. Grant working down low, cuts to the middle. Louis slams the door and says, nope, you're not getting in access this way. Tonka, or on Wayzata. Tonka will get 6 guys on the ice. Wayzata's just looking for a touch here. Wyman applying some pressure. Gaffney touched it, but they're going to say no. Louis is going to grab a nice save. Tonka go on the power play. Wayzata on the kill for 1 minute and 30 seconds. Now I'll take the face-off, working with LaRose down below net. Tries to chip that up the boards. Can't quite get it out of the zone. Menard battling down low, now does. Tries to kick that up, does. Henrik with it. Cut down in front of the net, working trying left pressure. And now that puck kicked out and boys got to back check hard, otherwise there'll be some odd numbers here. Tonka settles it down, works from the point. Stevens will cut to the middle. Good stick there by LaRose. Puck's out front. They'll throw it out wide, back out to the point. Tonka works down low. Now reverse it, comes back up. We'll do a little cycle, cut into the middle. 37 seconds left to go in the penalty kill. Tonka sends that through the middle. Now off the boards and wide. Stevens will cut back. Now drives to the middle, out front, and good play there by Wayzata just to smother the puck. And now fighting a good battle. LaRose all over that. Now Henrik with it, and he'll send it up the ice. If that is on net, which it will be, it will not be icing, and power play is expired. Alstead with it. Alstead will come around net with a head full of steam, send that up to Grayson, and will be offsides. Good tie up there by Dare, but Maple Grove able to come away with it, although it was the right play. He's got to sandwich that big boy into the boards. Sullivan with it. Sullivan crosses the red line, dumps that in deep. Foltz wins that battle and comes down low. Now Upsaw comes along the boards. Now it's centered up front. Oh, good play out front as they tried for a deflection and dared now to make it. Now able to pinch. There you go, pinch. On net. The goalie's going to steer that one aside. Wayzata stringing together a couple nice opportunities here. Buck also tried to come up and move, runs me offsides. Louis a shot on net, steers that one aside, and then puck centered, but broken up by Gaffney, who hits his skate. Good battle there in the corner by Foster. Foster working real hard, takes a good hip, and pins the guy. Great play there by him. And gonna to call another delayed penalty as they're going to say Wayzata tripped. We'll go on the kill. I think they're going to get LaRose on the trip. To wrap that one along the boards. Good play there by Foster, working hard against the boards, trying to win that battle. Now Sid working hard, good battle, and the boys just go for it. The guys are definitely playing harder than they did last night, for sure. Playing with a little bit more pride tonight. Louis able to make a great save. 59 seconds left to go in the kill. 7:23 left to go in the first period. Minnetonka definitely with more shots on goal, leading shots on goal department, but 1-0 for the ultimate goals that matters. Tonka working up high, now down and kind of playing catch. Splatter there with it up high, will send it down low. Good hustle there by the boys to pinch off those corners, not let them have any room. Now Splatter, or Malvin. Good play there by Wayzata, just be in good position and now to give away the middle, not let them cut to the middle, as that's Minnetonka's strong suit. They got some serious scoring powder when they do that. Louis is going to put a glove on that one. .22 seconds left to go in the kill. Benar and Carlton will take the face-off, and that'll be won by Wayzata and kicked out of the zone. Minnetonka will have to come into their own zone full retreat. And we'll send it all the way down for an ice. And we'll get an offensive zone draw or defensive zone draw, or something. Offensive zone draw with 12 seconds left to go in the kill. Takes the face off. It's won by Wayzata, poked around, forced for Minnetonka to play that up the ice, make him earn every inch. Now Tyler Brown with a good play to keep it out of the zone. Minnetonka will send it back and we are full strength. We got numbers. Use them, boys. You got a little 3-on-2. Play there by Tyler. Take away middle, take away middle. Now Henrik with it, he's on the boards. Gonna chip that up the ice. He's got numbers, him and Dvorak got numbers, they got speed. Stick there by Dare. Dare working down low. Just loses the handle on a good body, protecting the puck, sends it up to the point, taking your time with patience. Shot out front. Good stick there by LaRose to maintain the zone. Hard shot by boys are working down low. We'll kick that back up to LaRose, who sends it back down below net. Tries for a centering pass. Couldn't quite get it, but Garrett hustling and working hard below the net. Now Foltz with it. Foltz pinned down in the corner. Now Garrett helping out. Dare with it. Dare has a Grayson with a hard shot out front. Minnetonka player is going to probably feel that one tomorrow. It looked like it went off a boot. But they'll come out of the zone with some speed. Starkey zooming up the ice. 07. High stick, they're going to call. And we'll get an offensive zone draw. 3:37 left to go in the period. Tonka currently winning 1-0. But Wayzata with definitely more jump than they had last night. Playing a little harder for each other and on the puck. That's going to pay dividends here. Wayzata wins the face-off. D tries to jump it and can't quite get there. Wyman with a good back check to take over. Good job there by Kellen. Good stick. He chips that one up and out of the zone. And forces Minnetonka to regroup. Go across the red line and dump it down deep. Allstead will go back behind the net. He'll cycle back through. Tries to chip it up the net. A good stick there by Minnetonka. Centering, nobody home. Now Wyman with it. Wyman will come back into the zone. Hit. tries to bounce it off the boards, but couldn't quite. Now found Gaffney on a stretch pass up high. Gaffney with a hard shot on net. Face-off win there by Wayzata, which defense was a little nervous to jump on that puck, although they had time. Brown with it with a good play. Gets pushed down, and they're going to call a penalty, and we're going to go on upon the power play. So Wayzata put their first shot on the power play here with 2:47 left to go in the first. They'll have a minute and 30 seconds to try to make it hurt. See if we can even the score. It'll be Benar taking the face-off with Carlton Dvorak on the wings, Allstead and Tyler Brown on the defense. Defense will take a shot. Now the boys working hard down low, looking out front. Carlton with it. Henrik cycling. Now Benar with it. Charlie with an escape turn, sends it back down to Henrik, just can't connect on the pass. And that'll get thrown up along the boards. Benar will win that battle into the corner. Tonka with it, they'll try to just kill some time. Now Benar able to come away with that puck. Sends it over to Dvorak. Dvorak comes off his stick, can't quite make the pass. Crosses the red line, dumps it down in deep. Wayzata able to maintain some possession as they're able to hang on to the puck a little bit longer. Now coming with some numbers through center ice with some jump. Foltz will take the edge. Looking for somebody on the back end. Boys take the face-off with 1 minute to go in the period. Foltz will take that wide, chip it down low, and wins that battle. As Grayson playing with some tenacity tonight. Shot out front, deflected. Just with it, he'll wrap that around the boards. 30 seconds left to go in the period. Tonka winning 2-0. Leading in shots on goal 14-4. Romano makes a good save. That's chipped in the corner. Now Garrett with it. Garrett tries to chip it up the ice, not out. And that goes off a body, and Charlie will hold the zone. 5 seconds left. Romano able to make a save. And that gets chipped up the board. We got 1 minute, or 1 second. And that puck will come out of the zone. So end of the first period, Tonka currently leading 2-0. We'll be back in 1 minute. Let's go, White. Let's go, Wayzata. Tonka will win the faceoff and try to send it down deep. It's intercepted by Wayzata. Now working through his own good chip there by Wyman. And then Gaffney working down low. Now Tyler or Foster with it. Sends that up to Sid, who sips it back down deep. Tonka will wrap it around the boards. Hard play out front. A little stretch pass, and they'll be able to find. Always looking for a little pass chip up to Wyman, but just couldn't quite connect on it as he didn't know that it was on its way. Always got to talk a little bit louder as communication is going to be huge. Now Foster with it below the net. Just going to chip that up to Wyman. Wyman, that puck's going to go up high, be a little bouncy. Gaffney with it, he'll send it out of the zone. Tonka will have to regroup, come through their neutral zone. Good stick there by Sam. Stevens will take that wide from Minnetonka. And escape turn, comes it out to a point. Going to send it over, try to get some pressure. Louis is going to put a stop to that. And that puck also kicks out top. Now Tonka with it, trying to put a little string together of offensive threat. Tonka playing catch here in the corner. Now tries to cut to the middle. Good play there by Memphis to break that up and not even allow him any access into the box or into the house. Puck chipped out by Wyman, and that's going to be ice, and we'll get a change. .20 left to go in the second period. I don't have any money there. Nothing small. Unfortunate event of Hudson trying to bring that behind our net and bounce it off the net, and it ends up going in the back of ours, as it surprised Louis that he was there. Now I'll take the face off. Good play there by Dare. Was that it was going for a change, so it was just Dare on the ice just to get some time in an offensive zone drive. Puts it on net. Goalie makes an easy save, but that's the right play, as he was just trying to keep us down in the zone. Tonka will break out of the zone with it as Stevens comes down the edge with a head full of steam. He'll be forced out wide. Now tries to chip that up to the defense and does. And they'll work the pucks, swallow up the middle and not let them get in. Good job there by Wayzata to just close the door and not allow his high-powered offense to work the middle of the ice where they're most dangerous. And that'll be icing. And we'll get ourselves a offensive zone drop. 11:33 left to go in the period. Score currently 3-0. We'll call it 2-0. See what happens here. It's a game within reach, that's for sure. Tonke wins the faceoff. I'm going to send that up ice. Well, it goes off the stick. Kind of a little pass there, and now they'll have to regroup and work through their own neutral zone. Now they do. They cross the red line and now blue line. Transition, tries to jump a guy. Good body position there by Wayzata and Sullivan to just force a good play. Grayson loses the handle on that. Goes right in front of Louis. That comes off his stick. Emery Starkey with it up top. Looking for a pass. Good play. Hard play there by Grayson. Got himself shot out front. Louis. Bear's got to get that out of the zone as fast as he can. Good play there by Tyler Brown just to be in the way. Saves the goal. And now sets that up to all the boys going for a change, and they're going to be caught short-handed here as they're going for a change, and Tonka trying to take advantage. Boys got to get out and back check. Good play there by Kellen just to break that up, not allow for anything. And now Foster the sniper got him from the ceiling. I'm not sure exactly. Just caught an edge funky, or the ice is a little choppy, but for whatever reason, just couldn't quite hold it. And now Tonka will take a shot and not connect on that. Wayzata running into each other a little bit. Sam gets tripped. Puck clears the zone. Now Minnetonka will have to come through and regroup in the neutral zone. They're going for a change, so nobody there for a pass. Gaffney just trying to get that out of the zone so we can get a tag up. Good stick. Now Foster crosses the red line. Their big defenseman, a big forward actually, is on it. And they're going to get called on a trip again. Tonka working up high. That'll cut to the middle. Shot out front. Louis able to save that. Missed the wood on it. Makes a nice save. 9:09 left to go in the period. 1 minute and 10 seconds left on the kill. Grove working to defend it. Now Tyler Brown will kick that out of the zone. Kick it up to Henrik, who's working up high. Henrik with it now. Good play there by Henrik, just playing for hard and physical, making Minnetonka work for it. Lou is going to slam the door, not allow anything. Good save. Tonka working it up high. 20 seconds left to go on the power play. Wayzata working hard through the middle on the kill. Now send it up and just out of the reach of the block. Blue makes the play. 3 seconds left to go in the kill, and we are full strength. Block that shot. Continue to work through it. Wayzata will go up on the power play as there was a trip or a roughing or something. I'm not sure what the call was. I missed it, but we'll go on the power play here. Wayzata won the Wayzata on the power play, but Minnetonka definitely understanding that this is a possession type game, and they're going to maintain possession of the puck as long as they can. Make Wayzata chase them. They're going to come out of the zone as it's easy for them just to hang on to the puck, eat this power play as much as they possibly can. Now finally Wayzata made a play on it, but they just able to make a hard shot, and somehow 32 seconds left, and I'm not sure if we have the puck much for this power play. Minnetonka playing smart, just like they should if they were us. Maintain possession, eat up as much time as you can. They don't need to play aggressive as they currently have the lead. Now Wayzata with it, and they'll work through their own zone. Gaffney with it, and he'll stretch that out to Foster. Foster working up the ice. He took a funky hop off the goalie's stick, and that was right out in front of the net for a good long while. Hard shot out front, and it's deflected wide. And that'll get thrown in deep, and will be icing. 1 second left on the power play. 6:06 left to go in the second period. Louis seeing a lot of shots tonight as they are 29 to our 7. Wyman will cross the red line and send that one in deep. Foster will give chase behind the net. Gaffney will try to work it along the boards. Now Wyman sends it back down deep. Foster was there. Foster tries for a centering pass. Working down low along the boards. That's out front. Sitting tight. Looked like it went off the goalie, but just a quick release shot there by Sam. I believe that was Sam Gaffney playing. Now Wyman will give some pressure. And always try to pinch. Now it's a 2-on-2. Alstead takes him wide. Forces a good poke check on Minnetonka. Good stick there by Kellen. That's going to be all the way down, and it'll be ice. And we'll get a offensive zone draw with 4:51 left to go in the period. Saves. Louis playing a great game. Making a ton of saves there. go. Up the ice, try to drop it down low. Working that behind the... Minnetonka wins the face-off, and they'll come up the ice. Starkey screaming hardcore. Drives to the net. Shot. Louis makes the save. Try to force him into making a pass. Now Tonka with it, working down low in the corner. They cut to the middle, intercepted by Sullivan. Sullivan now working his way out of the zone. Tries to chip it up to Foltz, who does. Gets both of them hold each other a little bit. As one each give a little shoulder shrug. Now Sullivan working down below net. Reverses his field. Again. Foltz with it, working across, tries a centering pass, but can't quite connect on it to hit the skate. Now that gets into Stevens, that's a drop pass. Sure. That's a nice play. Gaffney with a couple good battles there, just keeping his eye on the puck, working hard, sends that out front. Goalie will cover as Wyman was pursuing, creating some pressure. Wayzata wins the faceoff, hard shot out front, hits Foster, I believe. He's been eating some pucks, ate a puck last night. Tonight's was friendly fire, but last night's was not. He took a hard shot. Now with it, Foster sends it over to Gaffney. Gaffney tries to toe drag over one of the Minnetonka guys and just gets kind of tripped up as the Tonka guy went down. Gaffney with a good pressure here, trying to get the team riled up with some play there by Minnetonka as they were definitely looking that back door, and they had it for a second, but Louis able to make a play, gets over, good sticks in the middle by Wayzata. Now I think it was Foster that hey, let's go, Wayzata! That puck will come out of the neutral zone, now go out wide and force Tonka to regroup. Come in. Big guy will push that out wide and into the corner. Looking for a centering pass, not able to have it now. buddy. That's the end of the second period. Better effort than last night. Wayzata battling down low. Hudson with it. Sends that one down into the corner. Must be some choppy ice down there, as I've seen a lot of the boys on both sides lose their footing, lose an edge. That puck for Tonka is just out of reach. Tonka forced to move to a neutral zone. That'll be icing if it reaches. And we'll get a offensive zone draw. Tonka working through the neutral zone, and we were given some definite chase, clogging up some passing lanes. We're trying for breakouts, and they're not able to get that. Now they'll break into the zone. Scott with his left, sends it down low to defense, who reverses it, tries to cut to the middle, finds some cross-ice passes, and that puck is deep down in the corner. Good battle there by Dvorak to tie up a stick. And that's now with Tyler Brown. Throws it into the skates. Not the pass that he wanted to make. And that's a nice pass across ice. Goes top corner. Short side on Louis. Wayzata working in our own zone against Tonka down low. Puck gets thrown around the boards, down to the other far side. Now Sullivan with it, he'll chip it up to Garrett and tries to clear his zone, but can't. It's deflected out front. Nothing on net for Louis. Memphis will send that one up along the boards, and Tonka able to puck. Now Grayson with it. Grayson crosses the red line, tries to dump it in, but that gets tipped off his stick. Tonka working down in the corner now. Dare with a good body. Now Grayson with it. Grayson sends it over to Garrett. Garrett able to get a chip on it. Now if he can, Tonka just able to get back with a little bit more speed. Sullivan battling here in the corner with it, able to, hard battle, but Tonka able to come away with it. They'll wrap it around the boards. And defense will play catch here. And just settling it down. Now stretch it out of the zone. Hard cross pass. And that'll be ice if it makes it. Nope. We're going to call a trip as well. And Wayzata will go on the power play. 11:59 to go in the period. Take the face off. Foster with it, kicks it over to Sam. Sam wins that face off. That's going to go over to Weston. Weston holds on to it and zips that around all the way to Kellen. Kellen now with it. And Wayzata will go setting up their power play as Tyler Brown plays catch with Kellen. Kellen shot out front, deflected and in. We are on the board. 11:45 to go in the period. And Wayzata scores on the power play. And we got ourselves a 1-5 game. I couldn't tell if that was a Foster deflection out front or if that was a deflection from a Minnetonka player. Kellen definitely put the hard shot on it. But one of those two boys scored. Tonka now with it. Shot goes off a post. That'll come out of the zone and Tonka will have to regroup. Ryman gives good pressure now with it and they got numbers. They use it. Plays over to Gaffney. That'll come out of the zone. And Tonka will regroup. Foster tries for a reach. Can't quite get it. Now Tonka working up high. I'll try for a little exit as they're trying to just gain some space and get some separation as Wayzata was swarming. Louis. Good save out front. Wayzata will get fresh legs. Charlie will take the face off, give a push. And go in the game. Minnetonka leading 6-1. Now the boys are able to get control of the puck. Try to leave that, and now sends it to Alstead. Alstead, hard shot out front, and goalie will make a good save. Deflected out front. I'm going to give Weston that goal, I think. And Kellen with the assist. Gaffney battling down below net. Good pick up there by Gaffney, and now Minnetonka will come out of his own with some speed. Tries to connect, but can't quite connect with Stark. He has chipped out of his zone. Minnetonka will have to regroup in neutral zone. Wyman flying around still. Good pressure there, forcing him to make a pass. Foster working his butt off, gives him a check, tries to center out front for Gaffney and just couldn't quite connect as that pass, as Tonka does a good job back checking. 6:31 left to go in the period. Tonka holding on to it and regroup behind their own net. They're forced to come out. Gaffney now and Foster caught down low. Gaffney with it all alone. If he's got speed, he's going to get caught. Get moving, get moving. .557 left to go in the period. Tonka currently leading 2-6 or 6-2. Back check, boys, back check, come on. Dare's got fresh legs. Good play there by DeBois to break up that pass. Now Sullivan with it, tries to jump the guy. That's going to be on net. He's going to kick that to the side. 4:46 left to go in the period. Wayzata playing with some life. Playing much better hockey. You're seeing a lot more passing to each other, a lot more heads up. Still not perfect or great, but at least seeing a little bit more of it than we have in days past. starting to look for each other more and realize they're better together than they are as individuals. Good stick there by clogging up the middle. Now we have numbers if we use them. Use them, boys. Send the bomb down deep. Good battle there by Wayzata, trying to hold him into his own. Good forecheck. Good forecheck there by Wayzata. Tries to send it over to Gaffney. Hard shot out front. Good shot. 2 minutes and 15 seconds left to go in the third period. Sorry, wasn't watching the goes more watching the game than anything, so my apologies about that at home. We had a little bit of a flurry of some shots here. Charlie across the red line, dumping down deep. Final score 7-2. Tonka over Wayzata. Wayzata with 18 shots, 19 shots on net to Tonka's 44.